One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rockets will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Spillman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Hart. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Washington State has it all working right now. Using the quick game. Touchdown Cougars. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's busted. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a miss.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
The Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using his legs to buy some time.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
To the air, it's busted. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thompson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar!
man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Rockets can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds his open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to run for it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in this sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 21 on the play. First and goal, Washington State.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Washington State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
21, Toledo, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Oh, he got loose. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Will take over. First and 10.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 45. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Washington State, 28. Toledo, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bostic. Got his man in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Moving away from pressure. It's complete. Oh, what a cut! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. By himself, he makes the grab. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Bostic. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Pucks it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Oh, they're after him. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Washington State offense will take over.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Tackle is made.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to pass. It's Bostic. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Bostic. Back open in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. There he goes!
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Off play action on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Whitehead. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Washington State ready to go with another first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the ground, he's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium.
Got it in the middle, it's Thompson.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Makes the grab. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Rockets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rockets line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll be out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it. Quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Hands it off. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back on the option, the give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Fielded in the end zone, it's Spillman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a...
Breaks away in the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.